Hello, greetings, and salutations. I'm Jason Carr from White Wolf, and this is Seattle by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. You've arrived at episode 6 in our story. Things are just getting interesting for our vampires. Let's meet them now.
Hello, I'm Jeffrey K. Horcrims, your internet friend, but for the purposes of the Masquerade, I am Jamison Keen, a deeply moist Nosferatu gentleman.
Hi, I am Dora, and I'll be playing Amanda, the eternal student and daddy's girl of our game. Everyone needs one. I am it. So
enjoy.
Enjoy. You're welcome. Everyone.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, that bronze girl Bhullar, and I have been newly christened Badass Betty. So that's
Fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
It's very accurate.
By a very badass person, and therefore it's official.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I've been inducted into the Badass League. I'm pretty excited about that.
Feel good about it. Waiting for the merch.
Me
Waiting
too.
for that merch to
Badass
drop.
Betty. It's gonna be fingerless gloves with brass knucks painted on
Built in.
them.
Can I
Get
call
on
you-
it, Dora.
I'm on it. Can I call you Babs?
Of course. Ooh.
Took us 6 games to get there, but we got there.
there.
I think that presumes you're actually going to live through this and
guess that's
get
true.
back together.
Well,
but
it could be on the headstone.
Oh, true. Oh, shit. You know what?
That's true. We're split up right now.
Oh.
Hello, I'm Mike. I'm playing Tom Hollandaise, and I'm a vampire in the streets, but also a vampire in the sheets.
Both places.
Yeah.
Nice.
equally true. As a matter of fact,
I didn't think I wanted to know that, but I did want to know.
Now you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, the sheets is where we left you.
Oh, right.
Except there was no sheet.
I didn't have any sheets,
There was
yeah.
no sheet. There was just a little army cot. You know, the kind with the metal spring frame that has absolutely no cushioning.
Oh, yeah.
And you wake up feeling like you've slept on, well, an army cot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we left you. And you were using Crocs as a
pillow.
Although you were sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. I was curled up in the corner. I let
You let Evangeline
Evangeline
have the cot.
have the cot.
So you're a vampire on the floor.
I'm a vampire on the floor, yes.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, I'm a vampire.
So we're going to pick up our tale the following night. A whole day has passed during which you were dead. And I used the term correctly. Dead to the world.
Indeed.
Right? You have no knowledge of what transpired during the daylight hours. When you wake up, we have to take care of some housekeeping. First thing we have to do is check for your hunger. Just the act of waking, because you're a vampire, can provoke the beast into making you hungry. So let's start with Amanda.
Okay.
Roll 1 hunger die, please. If you succeed, you don't get hungrier, you fail.
I'm
And
hungry.
So immediately, upon opening your eyes in an unfamiliar location, you are assailed by the voice of the beast. How could you leave me? How could you abandon me? This is all your fault. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this situation.
She like lets out a
The
whimper.
beast isn't wrong.
You know?
Sometimes you gotta listen to the beast.
The beast has a point.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even hear the beast.
This
Come on,
beast.
guys.
Fuck
Are you
this
my
beast.
friends?
I hate this beast.
And that brings us to another point of housekeeping.
Amanda needs therapy.
During the tumult of your evening, there wasn't time to thoroughly understand the implications of what was going on for you, Amanda. But one of your touchstones has been badly damaged, and that automatically triggers a humanity check. So,
Which one do we get to
Friendship.
know?
what's going to happen
I know which one now.
is you're going to take all your unspent humanity. I believe that you are 8, and you're going to roll 8 dice, all black, no red.
Okay.
As long as you get 1 success,
Okay.
you're okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Can I tell them what it is, or should we keep it a secret?
It's up to you.
Okay. I think I'll keep it a secret. Holy fuck!
Wow. That was
That
close.
could have been way worse.
That was
Oh,
a
no.
narrow escape.
Oh!
Is it 1 success?
2.
2.
I thought at first it was only 1, but it's 2. Whew.
Wow. Your conscience is, of course, troubled by the events of the evening, but you know that you did the right thing. You took every reasonable step that could be taken, and you left the situation as best as you could before having to protect yourself. You might even go so far as to say, hey, look, I had to survive to make sure that things could be okay later.
Right.
Right? So
Yeah. And justifying it.
the last thing we have to take care of is your health. You're at 1 aggravated and 3 superficial wounds.
Yes.
So, in order to heal a superficial wound, you need to roll a hunger die. You heal the wound regardless,
Yeah.
but you could get hungrier.
Could get hungry, and she's hungry.
She's already at hunger 2.
Yeah, I think I don't want to roll for another one.
Okay.
It's hard enough for me to feed with my dad in the hospital. It's just not worth it.
All right, so let's keep it there for now. What will happen? What will happen is this: if you take another superficial damage, you'll have used up all your health. Any damage you take after that, regardless of the source, will become aggravated damage.
Oh, shit.
If all your boxes get filled with aggravated damage, you fall into torpor. So at that point, you're easy prey. Okay. So I'm not going to try to persuade you one way or the other. You can heal at any time. It's a very quick action. So if at some point during the night you decide, I'm going to heal up a little bit, you can still do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Operators.
I think I'm going to try to heal.
All right, roll
One.
a rouse check, a hunger die, and see what happens. Oh,
See, I had a
you have reached
feeling.
hunger 3, but you have mended a superficial wound. So you go from 3 superficial and an ag, or 4 wounds, down to 2 superficial and an ag, 3 wounds.
And how do you get rid of the aggravated?
The aggravated, she has to make 3 hunger checks, 3 rouse checks,
Oh, wow.
to get rid of 1 aggravated damage.
Is that still from the?
Yeah, she kept it, which
I kept it because I
kept
wanted
it.
to show.
because it's too dope.
Yeah,
That's
it's too
that's
cool.
Too
fair.
cool. You know, if Tom ever finds a way to make a tattoo permanent on a kindred, you could get that.
Oh, yeah.
That's Tom's mission.
There is a way, apparently. So.
Yeah. Legit mission.
Yeah, it's Tom's mission.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool.
love it.
So, unfortunately, you are now at hunger 3.
Right.
The only mechanical result of that is it's easier for you to frenzy during certain provocations, like the smell of fresh blood. And of course, it means 3 hunger dice in every single one of your pools, so the chances of you getting to hunger 4 are increasing. So
Huge.
Let's set that aside for a moment, because we're going to find out where you spent your daytime
Yes.
shortly. Meanwhile, underground,
Deep blue.
below the streets of nighttime Tacoma, 2 Nosferatu and 2 Toreador awaken
Sitting in a tree.
in very different shelters.
Right.
One would be comparable to a cheap hotel room if all the hotel had been removed,
Okay.
and one is comparable to a very nice hotel room with all the amenities.
And I'm feeling it too.
Room service?
But you take a, oh yeah, absolutely. You used to take a load off. You know what I mean?
So Jamison and Tom both need to roll hunger die to see if they get hunger when they wake up.
Yeah, I do.
Tom does.
Much
But
hungry.
I'm only at 2, so I'm okay.
Much hunger.
Yeah, I'm such hunger.
That voice
hunger.
is so irritating. You know, you could just bite her. She's right there. You could just take an arm and have a snack. She probably wouldn't mind.
I doubt that.
He's in the corner.
I don't know women super well, but I don't think they like it if you bite their arm.
Such a gentleman. Such a gentleman.
All right, let's
What about
see.
Jameson?
I succeed.
Oh, you succeed. You remain at hunger 0.
Genius player.
No, I didn't even roll.
I succeed.
Wow, you called it.
Funny.
The law of fucking
You
attraction.
spoke it into existence.
It was on my
Right
vision
out
board.
there
Yeah.
in the world. Okay, Betty, you wake up in a shipping container opposite your associate Odette. Between you, the staked body of a vampire.
Take his greasy head and push it off my shoulder.
Yeah, oh, that's sometime in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Elysium attire is a bit worse for wear,
Yeah.
considering all the adventures you've had.
Hey.
Success! You remain at hunger 2, and you don't have any wounds, do you? Now, Jameson, did
did
you
a
want
great
to
job.
heal any of your
Let's
superficial
see,
damage?
so that would require that I activate the blood device
Yeah.
and rouse basically to, God, I don't have any hunger right now.
Choices.
I don't have any hunger right now.
I wouldn't arouse.
I'm not going to arouse.
No arousing.
But later, I reserve the right to rouse at a moment's notice.
At any time.
That's right.
No preamble required.
Oh, so operators are standing by.
I rouse.
Right.
1-800.
Yeah, exactly.
And finally, everyone's willpower refreshes. All your superficial willpower damage goes away.
Oh, what about my humanitas?
Now,
The stain is
the
that
stain
is that a
upon
part
your
of this?
humanity. So
The stain on
you are
Jerry's
you are in the similar situation that Dora was in. You take black dice, 1 die for each of your unstained.
Okay, so 6. We got a pool of 6 here, and it's looking great. Mm-hmm. Real healthy.
Go for it.
And how many successes do I need?
Just 1.
Yay!
All right, looking good.
Trois.
2 successes.
Yep.
Your
Oh, three total.
3 successes.
If that matters.
Your conscience is clear.
Yeah, I did what I had to do, and I had fun doing it.
It may have given the appearance of a bestial act, but you know that you did that so that you wouldn't do even worse.
Exactly right.
Right?
Exactly right.
Okay, so you can remove that stain.
It feels good.
Would like to know your reasoning for pushing Amanda out of the way, though, in order to have your own meal. What is your
Yeah.
What's your sort
Why,
of
why
like?
couldn't you share it?
Do you think Amanda will ask him about that when they get back
Yeah,
together?
maybe that's something
I'm ready
she'll
for
keep.
that.
All right,
Okay.
that'll be an interesting conversation. So you wake up in very different places. Evangeline touches you on the shoulder. Tom, are you awake?
Huh. I didn't do anything while you were asleep.
Okay, good, thank you. I didn't think you did.
It's not who I am.
It's not what I'm
And I
about.
don't know why I'm whispering, because you're awake now.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you okay? How do you feel?
I feel great.
Really?
This place is awesome.
I'm really hungry, and my dress is a wreck, and it smells bad,
I could eat.
and it's ugly. I could eat too.
There's an IHOP I saw on the way to the museum.
Can you do that? I've seen Kindred who can do that. I watched a Kindred eat a Big Mac once.
I mean, anybody can do it. The first part.
Well, yes, but
Yeah, I'm still working on that. I think it's just a mind over stomach thing.
oh, look at you.
Yeah. I'll get there.
Thank you again for everything.
Yeah. Are you going to take off? You got somewhere to go? You know where you're going from here?
I've got a text message. Apparently things went very bad last night. There was an attack at the Elysium.
Yeah.
Do you remember somebody shouting something about a blockade or a roadblock?
I heard that from the ceiling, yes.
I don't know what the details are, but you saw Mr. Kendrick. Mm-hmm. He is apparently okay, and he wants me to meet him. I represent the Toreador in Tacoma.
Congratulations. That's really cool. That's fantastic for you.
Well, I think it's something special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you're good at it.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm a little
bet you
new
are.
at the job.
You'll be great. Listen.
Do you want to come with?
No. I need to meet my friend.
Hard no.
Okay.
With the fucked up face. I need to find him.
Well, they got to be around here somewhere.
Yeah. Should we go?
Let's go see if we
go
can
look for
find
him.
him.
I just start
Knocking on doors.
knocking
that
on
you find.
doors.
Well, in just a few moments, there'll be a knock at the metallic door behind which you are hiding, or sheltering, I should say.
Yeah,
Not so
exactly.
much hiding.
Yeah,
really.
no, we know. We keep it in there on purpose, and there's a door, you know. So at the clang, I was going to look over to Sergey and exactly, and just and raise the eyebrow too high, comically, weirdly high.
Someone comes a-rapping. Who is it?
It's me, Tom.
Oh, never mind. I got this. Tell me something that only Thomas would know.
You shit your pants the other day.
Yep. No, we're good. I pull the lever.
Oh my!
Pull it open. I knew right away. I looked back at Sergey. It was him.
I assume it is code.
I had a yes.
Ingenious.
Sophisticated code.
Ingenious,
The code
yes.
is made up of what sounds like grievous insults against our person, but to those conversant in it, provides a wealth of information.
Very clever,
Yes,
I must
he's-
say.
Cleverer than you would think. To look at.
Gesundheit.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad to see you got some new pants.
Sergey unfolds the door and lets you in.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you are reunited.
Yeah, exactly. And
It feels so good.
So we got
friends for a long
to.
Pitching him, and you keep hitting him.
Yeah, exactly. So we got to. I look at my phone, I bring up the home screen with this rich modern narrative, and I show it to
Tom.
and I say it looks like Amanda had quite the
night.
evening.
This is my first chance to talk to you since the escape, really.
Yeah.
And so I do want to take this opportunity to say, this is Evangeline. She's a Toreador. She thinks that we might get pinned on us somehow because we're the new people in town.
To what?
Listen,
In what
this is what I said.
possible universe?
Sergey, what do you think? Does that make sense to you?
No, it makes no sense. However, you will discover that in our society...
What does Evangeline do?
That's really good.
She's fuming. She's actually got her fangs out.
Just on the
shit.
lip.
Actually got the fangs
She's hungry too,
extended, and they're touching her bottom lip, and she looks as though she could really go after this guy. She's been insulted, and an insult can actually be, a direct insult like that can be provocation to losing your temper and frenzying. So I'm actually he has essentially called her a liar.
Right.
And so I am going to roll for Evangeline's Frenzy.
Okay.
If she fails, she'll have a chance to. No, she won't have a chance to. Well, actually, she will. No, she won't. This is willpower. So if she fails.
I see. I keep looking, and you're blocking me. And I'm like,
No,
you're
I'm
right.
trying.
Shouldn't
I
be.
can't. I should not look.
One success. I rolled it in the open. It's right there for the world to see. One success.
Not a lot.
She, from behind you, steps forward. She puts a hand on your shoulder, and you can feel her manicured nails dig a little bit into your skin through the shirt. But she maintains control of herself and does not launch herself at Sergey.
Okay.
I think I'd like to go. Are you coming, Tom, or not?
Can I get your number?
Yes.
Is that possible?
Is that something I could? All
I
right.
got a pager.
I got to pull out my pager and I just start.
As a wing woman, my job is.
Yo, I was just gonna
did
say
it,
you
man.
leveled up.
I mean, it was mostly you.
It was all me, yeah, really.
We leveled up.
Yeah,
for
so
real.
Tom's like, I had a great time. Maybe we can hook up again, talk. Art. I like that.
I'd like that very much.
I
I have
wanna
a
hang out
feeling
with my
we'll
buddy
see each
here.
other again. In fact, I'll make sure of it.
Ooh.
All right.
I'll make sure we do.
I like that. All right. Yeah.
Mr. Jamison,
Yes,
Mr.
she's
Sergey,
Thirsty.
Shit's
The pleasure was mine, madam.
if I follow the tunnel out, Sergey, will I come to a safe place? He gives her some quick directions that should get her out safely. And without another word, she turns on her heel and leaves.
Plot twist, he gave her bad direction.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Die now.
I just have to make a note. What does befall a man?
She gets there and it's like, wait, this is vampire hell.
She's like, Tom, a gentleman would walk a lady out. Yeah.
Agreed.
And he just shuts the door.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually.
That's probably
true.
Probably true.
Right. So I basically show this series of texts, and it looks like a lot happened with the young miss.
Well, we should find her.
Agreed. And I'll take the phone back, and just send back a text that's like a grandparent style, too long
God.
text.
Yeah.
With proper grammar.
Yeah, proper grammar.
Punctuation.
With your name at the end.
Punctuation. Yeah.
My dearest Amanda.
And then I type it. But I type the name out with the dash and then the name.
Of course.
And then
you do.
and then at the end I put the vampire emoji.
The little vampire dude with the cape.
But it's exactly. But this is a massive message by this point, and then just
paragraphs.
right.
And then a vampire.
Exactly. But basically, the gist of it, which takes a while, but the gist of it is, are you okay? Do you need help? Where are you? That type of stuff.
I don't know.
Do you make any
I don't even know.
attempt to contact Betty?
Betty, I feel like will contact me. That's my experience with Betty.
Let's find out. A shipping container on the docks in the port of Tacoma, the tide flats, at night.
Oh.
You wake up to see Odette looking at you from across the staked body of the blonde vampire. She's
Do you always watch people when they sleep?
only when I find them as interesting as you.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, that if I didn't know any better.
She reaches out a hand, grabs the stake, and wiggles it back and forth in the guy's chest.
Wait.
I wonder if he can feel this.
Well, yeah, I think they're just immobilized, right? Do you mind if I take a little off the top? I'm really hungry.
That's really dangerous. You know that, right? You could get bloodbound. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, I can think of a better place for you to put your fangs.
Holy shit!
I didn't know about this story. Listen, when I founded the Odette brand,
She points to her wrist. I don't know what you were thinking.
when I founded the Odette brand, I didn't know it was gonna the heat. It's like a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
Don't you have to do that like 3 times?
Wow, where have you been? Look, every drink you take, how do you not know this? Every drink you take.
I drink mostly out of...
I don't want to know. That's your business. Every drink you take brings you a step closer and closer to that bond. Yeah, you got to drink 3 times, and then the deal is sealed, pretty much forever, from what I understand. But every hit counts. So if you snack on this dude, you could end up liking him a lot more than you want to.
He's gross, so I'd prefer not to. It's been a while since I've...
Yeah, you been out of circulation or what? Don't worry, I got your back on this.
Thanks. I just like my meal prepackaged. I'm one of those, meal prep. It's very big with the kids these days.
On wheels to go, right?
Yeah. So that's how I deal in it.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you don't have to stick to your diet, do you?
No. I just, Odette, I just prefer not to sometimes, It ruins your clothes. You have to find yourself in unsavory places.
Oh, yeah.
It's just cleaner
like
this
shipping
way.
containers.
I hate this place.
This place sucks. Well,
All right.
offer stands. But if you're hungry and
You just see, like, if I could blush, I would blush, but I can't.
Right here, I got it.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, but
I'm gonna call my dude. I'm gonna call Volkov, the sheriff. So I'll see what's going on.
when you're done, do you mind texting maybe Jamison? I think you exchanged numbers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did.
Okay. Otherwise, I know what
What do you
I'm
want me to
for.
tell him? Hang on, I got this. Yo, Jamie, is the text.
I love it.
Odette here. Got your shadow dancer with me. We got one of the goons who did the big whack.
She's so cool.
So, give me a jingle.
I respond like halfway through this we were down a jingle. So I get the phone out and then I bring up the message and I say, Odette, thank you so much for your message. It is much appreciated. Do you by any chance have an Odette to English dictionary? Yours, Jamison Keene. Vampire emoji.
Here, you text him.
I don't.
No?
I don't.
Just like
do
just bounces off.
electronics.
Phone hits the staked vampire and clatters off onto the shipping container. What the hell?
If I touch that phone, it'll never work again.
Really?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool.
It is. It's really helpful, but sometimes it can be tough when...
All right.
Back in my day, we didn't even have the social-meds or whatever the kids call it. I'm having a very distressful morning, Odette. Let's interrogate this man so I can blow off
So I can calm down.
Yeah. I need to let off some steam.
And you see her like get up and like start stretching and like...
Let me try this one more
Jumping.
time. Dear Mr. Keene, this is Odette.
I like it so far.
Betty's with me.
Perfect.
We caught one of the attackers. Got him staked. Out on the docks. Meet us? Question mark.
I say yes. So out on the docks, it's like, where is best?
Well, he knows where the comet is.
The comet?
Because aren't we near the comet?
Quite close.
Yeah. So I'll say, well, he knows where the comet is.
She says you know where the comet is. Meet us there.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, and I can do that, and I can take Thomas there as well
Cool.
because we're not super far from there, even now.
XOXO.
Yeah.
Aw.
I've probably broken about 18 different rules by texting him that plainly, but I don't know. I'm going to worry. That's probably the least of our issues.
I heard
What about this
Nosferatu
guy?
were good with that stuff.
You want to... No? Okay.
It's like a
It's only
joystick.
fun when they scream.
Well, kind of out of it.
Yikes.
Exactly. So I guess let's drag him over there and then...
Take him with us.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find some snacks along the way.
Oh, that would be great.
You never know. There's got to be security guards around here somewhere.
Oh.
Something.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
People who work out
There
here.
is
Somebody's got to
definitely a
work out
security
here.
guard. I had a conversation with him. I believe he's quite taken with me.
Wow.
Do you want to split him?
Lead the way.
And so I'm going to go to that gate where I talked, where I
gatehouse.
dropped the gentleman like a roll of dollars.
Remember, Badass Betty strikes again.
Yeah.
So cool. So
I'm
Anya,
like super nervous because Betty is a bagger. So if Betty could sweat, there would be sweat right
there
now.
would be blood sweat.
Yeah.
This girl has a very high opinion of Betty. Betty hasn't eaten
done
like
it
this in
done
a
this in a
while.
while.
Yeah.
It's probably been like 15 years-ish.
Oh my.
Yeah. Al fresco.
Yeah.
All right, on your way to the comet, picking up snacks along the way. Amanda.
Yes.
Wow. You slept in the most comfortable situation of all.
Ooh.
You slept in a very nice estate out in a part of the city called Browns Point, which is just north of the docks and across the waterway from the museum. In fact, from the picturesque glass windows of the main living area, you can probably look all the way across the harbor and see
Wow.
the museum where you started the night.
Wow.
This is
Very swanky.
This is evidently an estate owned by Mr. Giovanni, who has offered shelter to you and the other kindred whom he rescued from the museum.
This dude.
I know.
I feel bad I was mean.
Don't you just?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I should
You
think
really
you.
killed
I
that
should
guy's
think
soul.
you would.
I slept underground.
Yeah, that includes Kendrick, Mr. Drew, still looking very much the worse for wear, but at least upright and conscious, and Kennedy.
Right.
You and Anthony are the first to awake.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Anthony, do you have anything?
Of course I do. Of course I do. You'll find clean clothes. I think some of them will probably fit you.
Thank you.
So
I bet he's got some hot shit
Yeah,
in that continuum.
I know. He must.
he's himself dressed pretty stylishly. He's got a gray silk turtleneck on, and designer trousers, and polished leather shoes, and
Yeah.
some understated cool gold jewelry. He looks good.
Looking good, Anthony.
One does try, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, your bed was almost as comfortable as mine. It was really nice.
High praise.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, you can help yourself to whatever's in the fridge. This is a safe house.
Nice.
Come
Perfect.
and come and go as you like.
Almost run over if it wasn't so rude.
What do
to
you-
the fridge.
Did you get in touch with your associates, your friends? You called them.
Oh, I need to check my phone. And so I run over. I grab blood and ball. I'm like, I go and grab my phone.
Grab yourself a
Big-
snack.
Yeah, exactly. That go bag.
There's a
Exactly.
long book, a novelette from Jamison Keene there.
Yeah.
It's got
I'm
twists
like,
and turns. I mean,
right.
it's
And I'm looking at it. I was like, I text back. Where are you now? Like right now. Oh wait, you asked me how I was doing. where I am.
exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so sorry. I forgot.
No, it's all good. We'll get to it.
I say, I'm fine. I'm with. I'm sorry. What was it?
Anthony Giovanni.
Anthony. I'm with Anthony at his very lovely house on the bay. What is the bay, right?
Close enough.
And I'm eating breakfast right now. What are you doing? And it's like right now, it's like
Legs
RN.
crossed over, isn't it?
Yeah, everything's
RN
like,
right
yes.
now?
Right now, RN. It's like, are you
Has
breakfast right now?
Amanda used slang wherever possible in this
Wherever
text
possible.
message?
So yeah. So I actually would have had
punctuation.
a terrible time. And it has like the little like needle with the blood squirting out.
But it's like
No capitalization.
no, exactly. But every idea that you just expressed is there in like about 14 characters.
Yeah.
Somehow, like it's deeply compressed.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm just gonna kick back in. Like while we're walking on our way to one of the exits, I'm just gonna say, meet us where we worked together the other night.
Oh. Okay. So it sounds like they're at the Comet. That makes sense.
Really? Would they go back there?
I mean, I don't know why they'd be back there. Where else would we work? I mean, unless it's in the hotel. I don't think they would.
Well, you would know better than I. Look, we didn't get a chance to pick up your car last night. I'm sorry. I can have a driver take you wherever you want to go. You can take the limo if you... Well, not that limo. It's kind of shot up.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened last night, and
You don't know what happened last night?
not really. Someone attacked your Elysium.
Oh, I see. Oh, you didn't forget the events of last night.
No. I literally do not know
Okay.
why those things
How did I
happened.
get here?
There's this awesome pause in the middle where there's just the gulf of meaning between the two of them is just infinite.
You may ask yourself, where is my beautiful
house.
haven?
Yeah, exactly.
You may ask
Right.
yourself. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know who attacked your Elysium or why. I assume that Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Kennedy and Mr. Drew are all working on it. I believe they're in another room all conferring quietly together.
And he calls it your Elysium because Clan Giovanni is sort of outside the normal structure.
Yeah, they're traditionally an independent clan, neither Camarilla nor Anarch nor Sabat, or they're their own thing.
And so they would not have
I
been...
was once.
But they wouldn't be
Oh,
welcome.
but for the grace of ambition go I. They weren't what?
They wouldn't be welcome there.
Absolutely welcome. Everyone's welcome in Elysium. If you can behave
Him
yourself.
calling it your Elysium is a specific...
Yeah, it's some affectation that indicates, I think, how he feels about it.
Yeah.
I asked him, why weren't you there? Like, why didn't you go to the clan meeting? Or the...
I have visited the Elysium on occasion when I have business or when one of my family wants me to go with them. But it really doesn't mean anything to us. We go specifically to have conversations that we need to have. We don't go there to socialize.
Oh, okay. But you mean your family,
My clan,
your
the
clan,
Giovanni clan.
Giovanni clan.
We don't belong to any of the factions that you've heard about.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
They're not like other girls.
I don't like other
We really aren't.
I say, okay, so how did you, I know you said that you own the hospital, and that's really cool, and what you did for me was really cool. Thanks. But how did you know that I was there?
Well, let's start with the fact that if there was anything else that you could have done wrong that evening, I don't know what it would be. It was pretty easy for... the hospital staff knows what to look for, and when it happens, we find out quickly.
Oh.
I happen to recognize you
Mm-hmm.
on the video,
Right.
the security cameras.
Yeah.
So,
It's just, you were what? Okay.
plus, I'd already heard about the attack on the Elysium and
Yeah. So you
put two and two together.
Okay.
You are going to want to cover your ass, Amanda. You're the new kid on the block, and the Camarilla loves to scapegoat newbies. I've seen it happen a dozen times.
Okay.
They need someone to blame. Don't be that, Kindred.
Oh, okay. I was just honestly looking out. Yeah. I know what you mean. I was just looking out for my friend. And she just looks very sheepish, and she's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'll be more careful. Thanks.
Listen.
Schooled.
You can do me a favor if you want to.
Oh, of course. I mean, you helped me out so much, so.
Have you seen Mr. Gravenstein since he woke up from the comet? You haven't.
No, I have not.
Okay. If you do, would you let me know?
Yeah, I mean, what do you need with him?
He owes my family a lot of favors, and we'd like to collect those favors before either anything happens to Mr. Gravenstein or he finds himself in a position where he can conveniently forget that he owes us. Like,
Right, you
say,
told me, yeah. I remember.
becoming the prince of the city again.
Again, yeah.
Again, right.
Yeah, he lowers his voice. Look, I don't want the licks in the other room to hear me. You gotta presume that there's like plans within plans, wheels within wheels.
Right.
It's all political
It's all
bullshit.
politics,
It's
yeah.
all politics with this Camarilla.
Totally,
So
totally.
I understand why you want to join it. There is safety there. There's protection in an organization like that, but they will screw you if they can.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to kill us already, so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It tracks.
It tracks. Yeah, I'd say that that's pretty accurate. Yeah,
So-
I mean, I don't feel like they care about me, but my friends are really cool. They care about me, so.
Well, I didn't really get the chance to talk to them at great length. Maybe we'll get the chance.
Yeah,
In
really
fact,
cool.
if you want to invite your friends over here when you're done with whatever you're doing, if there's still, darkness left tonight,
Yeah.
I'd love to meet them. Come on over.
Really?
Have a chat.
Oh, that'd be really cool. Yeah, thank you.
Especially Betty.
Especially Betty.
Yeah.
She puts in a notebook and
How
underlines
did
it
you
twice. Especially
how did you fall in with La Sombra?
Oh, she was just in the same project that I was in. We were just all in the same kind of like
Working on the
mission.
same project
Working
together?
on the same project.
That's cool.
It's like a
No kidding.
a school project. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how she ended up working on the same thing as us, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's pretty remarkable.
What do you like? Why do you
This-
like Betty?
Well, the La Sombra, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh.
The La Sombra are a lot like us, independent, or they used to be. And then, of course, they joined the Sabbat. In fact, they were one of the founding clans of the Sabbat faction. But recently, there's been some strange shakeup in the La Sombra clan. I hear things. I don't hear a lot. I've heard that in Chicago and in Los Angeles, La Sombra are starting to come out of the woodwork and join the Camarilla. They're joining the faction that they gave the middle finger to for 500 years.
It never actually once occurred to me, like even for a second, that Betty was bad. And now it's all I can think about.
Yeah,
I think that Betty is actually really bad.
that's just bad. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that down in Los Angeles, Prince Vannevar has got 3 of them on a leash. He's got a sheriff and 2 scourges that are La Sombra that defected from the Sabbat. That's incredible if it's true. I'd give anything to know.
She's busy writing this
Busy
down
in her
phone, by the
notebook.
way, like I'm doing right now, and then she's just kind of like, huh.
Anyway, I'll put a car at your disposal if you want to invite your friends back for a little powwow later. Be my guest.
You're so kind, Anthony. I don't know how you got so nice in this world. It seems like, it's hard to find someone who's truly kind like you. I appreciate it very much.
Well, that's really nice of you to say, Amanda, but let's get one thing straight. I'm not kind, and no other vampire is either. Yeah, I said the V word. We do things because it benefits us. I rescued you because if I hadn't, it would have caused trouble for me. And it puts you in my debt. You owe me.
I do owe you.
And I do plan to collect. On the other hand, I like you. So take it for what it's worth.
Okay. I think we could be friends, despite all that, using me and all that stuff.
It happens fast. Like the turn is so fast.
So I text you back and I say, the comment, question mark?
And I put the boat emoji in, but there's a vampire on both sides of it.
It's just, Dad's starting to learn emojis, I guess. And I say,
Can you
okay.
imagine the text between Sergey?
Those two going back and
Just be
forth.
like 15
Entire
paragraphs
nights.
with emojis.
Entire nights composing 2 text messages.
The age of letters.
Oh,
Has
my
Totally,
returned.
absolutely.
I can imagine Sergey actually penning handwritten letters.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Both of them.
That's what I like about him.
So am I down to hunger 1 again by drinking or just?
So you have consumed bagged blood provided to you by the Giovanni, so that takes you down to hunger 1.
Okay, perfect.
That removes
Yum.
2
Wow.
hunger dice. Nice.
Before I leave,
Tasty.
I go, so how is the guy in the white suit, what was his name?
Drew.
Drew.
Mr. Drew will recover, but he was very nearly killed.
Yeah, I'm surprised, honestly, Mr. Drew.
I really don't know what it was all about. I suspect a rival faction. I don't think it was the Sabbat. They don't seem to have been around much lately.
I had a fantasy very briefly that it was actually a Giovanni hit,
Right.
but I don't think that's it either. He wouldn't have had to do any rough stuff with the cars if that was it.
It could be a faction representing someone else who wants to be prince and was trying to take out Kendrick. Could be anarchs. Could even be, I wouldn't put it past the Camarilla in Seattle to try to wipe out a rival.
Wow.
Arm of Prince Alec Cross is very long.
Both of them or just one?
Double long.
Like Dawson.
Yeah.
The Babadook.
After all the serious talk, she goes, okay. I'm gonna, that car out there, I can
Yeah, absolutely. So the wardrobe, by the way,
yes,
is
I remember.
very stylish, very modern Italian designer stuff. You're definitely going to find something chic, sleek, and on fleek.
Perfect. That's what she would wear. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
In my mind, she says would wear while looking in the closet.
Yeah, would wear,
Would wear, would not wear. Oh, burn it. Yeah.
Would wear. So she puts on just a nice, she puts on a nice dress. I don't know what she's thinking.
Why not?
That would be a good
Why
idea.
not? Maybe
She
some,
does.
maybe some stylish boots.
Yeah,
you
some
know?
stylish boots. And then she's going to the comment.
Yeah. Maybe a new leather jacket.
She could not though. Like that's
Yes,
the thing.
But that sounds like you're going to a club. Like, I'm going to the Comment.
Yeah, I'm going to the comment.
Ooh,
So
yeah,
she's
comment
dressed.
there.
I think
I
leather
hope.
jacket's great.
Wow, probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the security guard. Yeah. Remember, you gave him a lot of money.
Yeah. So I just pop right in and say,
The flash of recognition on his face
Hang out at the docks now.
is instant.
"Good evening, sir. How are you?"
Good evening. Good evening. Hi. He looks around as though he's expecting to see somebody else, but Odette and the prisoner have hung back to let you do your thing. Hi.
Did you want to earn another roll of money?
Yeah.
Did you want to
Step outside and let's make a business arrangement. Because is he in his little booth?
Yeah.
He sure is. He emerges out into the night. What do I need to do?
And as he...
Oh.
That'd
Babs.
be bad. I haven't done this in a long time. And as he does this, you just see,
Nervous?
I have, one of those eco-friendly, metal straws.
Oh my god.
And I just pop them open like a Capri Sun.
Yes!
Just straight up juice box?
But this is going to be bad because I kind of need my saliva to make this not an agonizing
So-
process,
You're gonna have to
I
go
think.
nuts on this thing.
But you don't want to actually touch him?
No.
Okay. Okay.
It's been a while.
It's been...
I like the degree of separation.
Are
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
gonna have to mesmerize him to get this to happen?
I don't know if mesmerizing will work once I stab him.
Yeah, I mean, historically.
I would like that it's
There's no way around it.
straws
You're,
that
you're
goes
going to
chink,
have
chink,
to. You're going to have to make a roll to attack him, to hold him immobile, to grapple him basically while you get the straw in. Because you're not biting him, you don't have the advantage of the ecstatic feeling of the vampire's
this is my
kiss at all.
question.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very painful, violent, and
More like
scary
a
thing
regular
for him.
murder.
Yeah.
It's a regular murder.
This is more like a regular
could-
assault and murder.
You can
Okay.
have your
It's
friend.
been a while.
So-
I don't think it's been
a while.
yeah.
This is a question of brute strength, and I'm going to remind you.
Could we say that as I'm behind him with the straw up, Odette looks at me and is like, no, and then I'm like, I put it away
I'll tell you what.
and do this conventionally.
I like that it looked like a knife with just a straw.
Yeah, it's just a metal straw, and then I'm like,
Okay, that's better than what I was going to offer. So yes. That's a better bargain. So from behind the parked car where she's hiding with the prisoner, Odette's fearful face and horrified expression.
And you also see
meets
like
your
a
eyes.
glee in Betty's face. Like
Yeah,
she's
like
kind of
wild. No, not this.
Not this way.
There we go. Yeah.
She's miming like, bye.
She looks so disappointed.
And then I'm gonna.
You've been so
say,
cool so
"Sir,
far.
I just, and I'm gonna have like a bill in my hand say, wanted to make it, and then as I grab his hand, I'm gonna flip it over and
bite?
then bite it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like you see me
Classic.
like pause like around the neck, and it's like,
Not there.
He thinks at first you're going to kiss his hand, which he thinks is weird but cool.
But fine.
And he's into it.
And there's money there.
And then you bite him. Right. So as soon as the fangs are in the flesh, he's yours. It's so delicious for him. It feels so good. It's so pleasurable that it's his whole world. The feeding is everything to him, and you can drink your fill without any interference.
okay.
So Betty, you were. You're going to take yourself down to 1, or are you
Yeah,
going
no,
to
I'm not gonna
finish him off?
No.
No?
No, this is the fan favorite NPC. Like you can't affect the brand.
No, he's got to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just one.
Just 1.
Yeah. I would just relieve one hunger.
Down to 1. Okay. He swoons, sort of
I let him fall in the dirt.
falls against you, slides down, and
Nope. No.
collapses on the ground.
God.
Did you take care of the wound?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's closed. Yeah.
I feel like mom cleans.
Mom, like,
Yeah. No, no.
Because the alternative is too intimate.
Ugh.
Yeah, right. He sort of half walks, half crawls back into his security guard booth. That was awesome. Wow. That was so good.
He got hearts
But
in his
dude,
eyes.
he's got to like pull himself up, like like the crossbar. He's just, and then he just like shimmies along the side of it.
Does he have a memory then of that, or he just has a memory of like, man,
I
that's a
can
good night?
cloud his memory if I want to.
He's hanging half out of the open window
Hey.
of the security office. He's like, was it good for you? Same time next week? This guy is swooning. He's only really
See,
half here.
And he's doing like the walk of shame over and over.
Do you leave him with his memory intact?
Yes,
Or
I
do you
think I'm
take it away from him?
too. His question was too distressing to me to say otherwise. To like cloud it.
Let me make a note.
So it's a Kit Kat type situation where you've like, some functionally speaking, broken off half, and now the remainder is for Odette.
Oh, Dad
Yeah.
didn't get the. Oh, okay. I see.
So you're down to 1 hunger. Feels a lot better.
Yeah.
The process of obtaining it, disgusting. But you feel a lot healthier.
And I like say that as I go up to Odette. I was like, I don't like being that close to people.
Wow. I had no idea. She touches you warmly on the arm. I'm so sorry. I had no idea that was that big a deal for you. We could have stopped off someplace.
No, it's okay. I gotta get
Are you
over
okay?
it. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for understanding. A lot of people think it's weird. A lot of kindred are really judgy about that type of thing. But you have to admit, it's like making out with someone, you know? And I don't want
Yeah.
to make out with him. He's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's with the straw?
Now I know why people always talk about,
Good question.
you know, like feeding on virgins, because it's like at least then when you eat it, it's like, oh, like at least you know you have that. You don't have to worry about where it's been, you know.
Holy
Just going
You're not
into
having
it.
leftovers?
No, I don't
Let's
know.
go meet your friends.
Yeah,
How about that?
I just can't get in. When I start thinking about it, the more I have.
What's like you're biting everybody that he bit?
You know what? It's fine. I'll be
Right.
fine. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. You know,
He asked me if it was good for me. Last
He's
time
kinda
somebody
pretty.
asked me that was in the 1920s. He was a damn sight cuter. And he ended up marrying me. Because back in my day, that's just what you did.
you got married.
Yeah,
You were married?
I was. You know what? We're talking about me too much. Let's go to the Comet.
Yeah, let's go meet your friends.
Oh,
She grabs the dude by the collar and keeps
Just dragging him.
along.
Yeah.
The stake kind of jostling with every bump. Oh,
Jesus.
And he's paralyzed, but can he hear everything?
Yeah.
If he was not in torpor when he went down, and I don't believe that he was,
No.
when she shoved the stake through him, he can see and hear everything.
Okay, so he's listening to all of this.
Yeah.
He's getting it all, but he can't react.
Right, okay.
Right. Exactly. So, on to the comet. And you are headed to the comet yourself.
We are indeed.
So, you and Tom together, Sergey has remained behind to get the intel, the skinny, the scoop on the situation with the,
Absolutely.
with the Camarilla.
And we will, of course, be in contact.
You know, I do prefer the epistolatory arts to the modern conveniences. However, for the sake of expediency, it would be an honor to convey my telephone number into your possession.
Speaking of epistolatory arts, is there a bathroom?
Of course.
Because I need to fuck up a bathroom.
House roll. Third door on the left.
Tom takes off.
Yeah, absolutely. So then, the entire time that you're in there, like, we're figuring out exactly how to, like, send the contact, like, airdrop.
Shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, no, I'm open to some people. I'm only open to friends, but we're not friends yet, so...
Yeah.
He does tell you, though, that not far from here, there is a park. Wright Park, with a W.
Oh.
It's near downtown in the Stadium District. He tells you that there is a statue of the playwright Ibsen in a particular place in the park, and that the plinth on which this bust of Ibsen stands is hollow if you know how to open it.
Really?
And he informs you that messages may be left for him there safely.
Is it the... certainly it's nothing so common as
No,
the
no.
inscription.
It is, oh, to open it.
Indeed.
Oh, heavens, no, not at all. Nothing so easy. So, when you reach the plinth, and I do beg you to assure yourself that there are no observers, along the base, you will find a series of fleur-de-lis decorations. The second one from the right twists. Twist it once clockwise and twice counterclockwise. And my mailbox is opened. You will find that in the Camarilla, especially these nights, good sir, such precautions are no longer seen as outlandish or ridiculous. They are, in fact, safer than the electronic medium that your young friend is so fond of.
I file this ritual away in my mind, and I say, "Well, sir, do look for my message."
I shall await it with all the eagerness that I can muster.
All right.
I can muster quite a lot.
Oh, to be sure. I say, well, I take my leave. I'll bring my young friend with me to this night's labors, and as I said before, do pay special careful attention to the mailbox.
It has been a signal honor to share this adventure and to begin our conspiracy.
Then the toilet flushes.
Yeah. Like
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, repeatedly, I'm sure.
We want the shake to exist outside the realm of the flush,
Yeah.
but it keeps happening.
Yeah.
Eventually, we give up. He wins, and we'll follow a similar process for escaping out into the night.
Okay. What you do?
I can't wait.
Emerging into the Tacoma night, a few blocks from the museum. And you make your way to the Comet from there. Is that right?
We do.
Okay. Amanda, stylishly attired
Yes.
and with a borrowed vehicle,
Right. Yes. That's right.
you are also gonna head off.
Yeah.
Any stops along the way?
I'm
Or
gonna
you
pick
go
up my
straight
car.
there? You're gonna go back to the museum.
Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe that's a good idea. Nope. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take the car to the Comet. Let me know.
You're going to drive to the docks, to the Port of Tacoma, to the waterway.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Do you want to go near the museum, or are you going to give it a wide berth?
I'm gonna give it a wide berth.
Give it a
like,
wide
just
berth.
like I know that's a bad spot, so
It's haunted.
yeah.
Yeah. As you're driving, you might turn on the radio. You might hear a news report about a violent incident that occurred at the Tacoma Glass Museum last night. The police have issued a statement indicating that this was some sort of organized crime hit, and that the perpetrators are unknown and still at large, but the incident is under investigation.
Good comfort.
They are
Yeah.
confident that an arrest will happen anytime now. Anytime now.
Oh, well, that's good. That's weird that they would attack vampires. I'm thinking like totally buying it. Like, wow.
You're buying everything they're saying.
Yeah, I'm like, why would
How
they
did organized
attack-
crime
Why
hit?
would organized crime want us? I have a lot of
Why?
questions.
And then you think about
Indeed.
vampire mobsters, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I guess that sounds
I
kind of
guess
cool.
That's kind of cool. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know
Yeah,
what
it is
the
all
police would
right.
do, though.
So you drive to the Comet.
Yeah, drive to the Comet.
Okay. You and Odette reach the ship first because you were closest. Do you wait for your team,
Yeah.
or do you go aboard?
No. We'll wait for the team. It's a big ship.
Yeah.
We don't have a designated meeting spot.
Okay, so maybe hanging out in the shadows on the dock within sight of the Comet with your prisoner. Or she just can't resist. She keeps messing with it. I can't wait to wake this guy up. Can't wait.
I have to say, your enthusiasm is taking out some of the sting of how rough this night was.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild, but I had a good time. Didn't you have a good time?
I did.
Yeah.
Although, I don't really like sleeping in storage containers.
You know, it's not my thing either, but I
was
don't know.
fun.
For a first date, I thought it was pretty cool. Tom, you and Jamison,
They went camping. It's the first date, which is a pretty bold move.
That is a bold move.
how do you get there? Walk,
I
bus,
considered
taxi,
that.
Uber?
It sounds to me
Is
like
it walkable?
Yeah,
or-
it sounds to me like it's quite walkable
It's quite walkable.
from there.
Probably about a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Is there a top pot along the way?
Top Hot Donut, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
You can stop in and
Pick up a dozen.
Just for the night.
blueberry,
Yeah.
plain.
The Valley Girls, the
Freeze
lemon
filled.
filled.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Super fan. That's the spark. That's the sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that one.
Doesn't smell as good as it used to. Doesn't smell repulsive either, but it's missing that something.
The food.
What about the person baking the donuts?
Person baking the donuts pretty much smells like donuts too.
Not in a good way either.
It's got that greasy fried oil smell and the
I
sugary
used to love.
confection smell.
I'll still take the dozen.
Still take the dozen
Yeah.
anyway?
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
them. I'm gonna carry them out.
You got it.
I'm not gonna eat them yet. No.
Okay, I was
He's
waiting.
like, waiting.
I was dying.
A lot of it is still muscle memory for Tom.
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, it's a great Masquerade cover, right?
Yeah.
You got shown on. You were probably on a security camera most of the time you were in this donut shop. There's footage of you buying donuts like a normal person. What better cover could there be?
Yeah.
That's why I
other
do
than
it.
doing normal things.
Right? It's on my big plan.
Yeah.
So I don't go in.
You do not enter.
No, I wait outside on the
You want a chocolate bar? Maple bar?
I'm done for me, thank you.
Cream filled?
That is also a donut.
You like cake? Do you like the donut? That kind of donut?
Anything
Sprinkles?
in the donut
Just
continuum.
plain? Just a plain cake donut?
Even a plain donut, strange as it may seem, is a donut.
Can I get you a coffee?
No.
Okay.
Amanda, you're the next to arrive.
Yes.
Parking your car outside the security gate and making your way inside the.
There's no security guard.
He's there, but he's kind of out of it.
He's
and
woogity.
he really doesn't pay attention.
Smiling.
Kind of
Yeah.
acknowledges your presence, but doesn't check your ID.
Thumbs
he
up.
Yeah.
just lifts the gate electronically for you. And,
I'm like so
evening,
relieved
miss.
to see everyone.
good evening, miss. And this is where you all converge eventually.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you guys are okay. That was wild.
Your narrative
Oh,
last evening was riveting.
why? Yeah, I mean, what would you guys do?
Well, we'll find out what they did when we come back from a very, very short break. Hey, Welcome back to Seattle by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. And without irony, we have come with our Fang Gang full circle back to the place where much of this current tumult first unfolded.
That's right.
Which is to say, the Comet, a derelict freighter riding at anchor on the Tacoma waterfront.
Where it all began.
Where it all began. Technically, it began at the Fir Tree Motel, I think. But that was the prologue.
I do have a note here.
That was the prologue. But the action and everything that has unfolded since then definitely started here at the Comet. Now, let's recap briefly. You've come here after waking in very different circumstances and dealing with hunger and mending wounds, refreshing your willpower, dealing with some choices that you made
Life
that
choices.
have touched your humanity, or unlife choices.
Dork.
The upshot, though, is that you all find yourself here together again. To recap a little bit further back, when you last boarded the Comet, you were here on a mission for the Camarilla, and success in that mission is what got you probationary status in the sect, in the faction. You awakened a sleeping vampire, a torpid vampire by the name of Vincent Gravenstein, a Nosferatu. You weren't the only ones looking for Mr. Gravenstein. There was a contingent of anarchs, apparently, who had similar ideas. They did not survive that night. They were messily devoured, apparently by Mr. Gravenstein, who has not been seen since. So, here you are with Odette and a prisoner.
Very excited to see my friends. So as soon as she's like, oh, it was an interesting first date. Tom!
I brought donuts.
I'm so glad to see you.
I don't know if you like glazed or if you like the... I got some that have fruit in them.
Honestly, just so happy to see
Pick whatever. You can
guys.
have the first pick.
You got
So glad that
blueberry?
you're safe.
Shut up.
You got blueberry?
Wait, who are you?
This
I'm
is
Odette. We've met.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't get that.
You got blueberry?
Fuck are you? Get out of here.
hey, you're not one of us.
No blueberry?
No.
Shit.
He knew you liked it.
She goes back to the prisoner, leaving you to your reunion.
You're all safe. Oh, good.
Yeah, I am surprised. That seemed like a lot happening. A whole lot. And I just left, so.
Yeah. Indeed, and you've interacted with this young man in a
Not yet.
stake-oriented way, it would appear.
Well, I have a very strong suspicion that he may be a Tremere, and you never know with those types.
Well,
You just want to
say no more.
just make
Put a
sure.
pause button.
Yeah,
pause button it,
exactly.
yeah.
Put a pin in it.
There we go.
If you will.
Stick a pin in it.
I like that.
That you're all here and that you're all safe.
Oh,
I was really worried.
never better.
Yeah, had a really rough night.
Never
we got
better.
him,
Well,
so it's fine.
The night improves with every second that passes, Beatrice. Now, what is it precisely you would like to ask this young gentleman before we begin the proceedings? In what way can we be of assistance?
Well, definitely have you here to run security.
Oh, indeed.
And also, I have no idea what transpired at the museum after I left, so that might help us ask more clarifying questions, I guess. Because obviously we want to know who this gentleman is, who he works for, and why he tried to drop a chandelier on me. And that's like when I kick him.
Mr. Hollandaise and I made our leave rather quickly. Of course, Amanda took her leave via a separate vector. And so, unfortunately, we are not much more informed than you are about what occurred at Elysium just after the event.
Well,
Perhaps this
from
young
my
man.
perspective,
Yeah.
it looked like a professional job.
Is
When I
that
was
so?
up on the rooftop, they had 2 SUVs at each end of the road, blocking all
An
avenues of
SUV on the
escape.
roof is a
Well, not
a
on
mechanical
the roof.
feat at
I
the-
could see it from the
Who are
roof.
we dealing
I
with
see.
here?
Oh,
Yeah.
Madam, I was
I know it was roadblock.
suffused with terror.
Right. So,
Well, it just seems like we were gathered at the end. Do they always gather everyone in the same area? Or were we gathered in that area specifically because it was under the chandelier?
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the works of Dan Brown. Perhaps the entire glass museum was created to manufacture this very moment.
Oh my god.
A slow motion assassination of a sort.
I just wonder who they were after. Well, I guess that gives us some good questions. Who were they aiming for?
What?
It looked like it was coming down right at me. I have to assume I'm the target.
Yes, I noticed
Right.
you leap out of the way with your date and leave the rest of us.
Speaking of date, I totally could have hooked up with her, but it was just the first night and I didn't feel like it was right. Yeah. Anyway, I know that you hooked us, you set me over to her and you helped us.
In any romantic
Did you
campaign.
exchange information?
I got her number. I did.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so
No, I think it's
happy
going to be
for
good.
you.
I think it's going to be
Yes,
good.
good to
I
be
think
strategic.
it's good for you to be with someone else who's... I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, the girl is
Absolutely.
So proud.
One moment. I'm going to walk my way up that gangplank up to the top of the comet because I think that I'll be able to watch these proceedings and keep an eye on the surrounding area while this work goes underway.
So you're going to give yourself the vantage point of height so that you can see the causeway in both directions. You can even see the security fence. Yeah, you'll probably be aware of
This
anyone
should be
who's
good.
approaching.
This should be good.
Okay, yeah, you've got a great vantage point from up here.
I'm gonna do heightened senses and just kind of.
Going to open your senses to the night and look around.
Make sure.
Yeah. If you didn't spot Odette, you spot her now, along with the staked guy.
Yeah.
She keeps playing with them.
It's like a Thrustmaster, like a HOTUS type
Joystick?
flight simulator type experience. Nice.
Do you have to keep doing that?
From here, you cannot see the security checkpoint where Betty's meal is hanging out. Nor can you see anybody else. You don't hear anybody on the comet. And you're pretty sure you would if they were moving around in there. The air is heavy with the scent of engine oil and salt air and seagull droppings and other even less savory odors. You're pretty convinced that your coterie is alone out here.
Okay. That seems very long. I don't see.
All right, let's do it. Tom, you're fast, right? If he tries to make a run for it, you'll grab him.
Oh, yeah. I get down in a 3-point stance.
Ready?
And something cracks.
Yeah, I just follow her.
Your football days are
Yeah.
coming back to you now. Were you on the line?
I was.
You were?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm right in front of him.
Ready to
Yeah.
run him over if he but blanch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Got one
And
hand
I
on
just
the ground.
walk over
Donuts.
where Odette is playing with him and be like, do you mind?
Is it time? Hey, gang.
think so.
No blueberry? What's wrong with you?
You only get 12, but you got to make hard choices.
Don't I know it?
It's like wartime.
Yeah.
Okay, badass. Ready? Wait a second. She reaches under her leather jacket, which is kind of puckered and stained and is worse for wear for having been in the ocean
Dip.
water. And she pulls out a very long combat knife. And she holds it right underneath the blonde vampire's chin. So, ready?
We make a very good team. Yes, I am ready.
So you get down in front of the prisoner. What's everybody else doing?
I'm maintaining my position high
At
up
the
on
top
the
of the
boat.
gangplank,
Exactly.
watching carefully. Amanda?
I think I'm just keeping my senses open. Can I text and keep my senses open? Because I want to be like
Yeah, you
texting
can.
my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like.
If you've got
volume
the,
up.
if you've got the recoil on the keyboard working, then it might be a little loud. But yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just texting my bud. I look bored.
Yeah. Maybe your college friend,
Yeah, my college friend.
or maybe Mr. Giovanni. No, probably not.
There's a range. There's a range.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Ah! That really hurts.
Yeah, well, having a
That was a
chandelier
little tough
fall
on Amanda's
you
ears.
hurts as well.
Come on.
Several things happen at once.
Oh, God.
He tries to rise and make a break for it. You're in front of him. Odette's behind him, and you're ready to knock him over.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's what we do.
I got fleetness. I got rapid reflexes. What do you want?
You got rapid reflexes. You get to act before anybody else does. He is clearly trying to get off the ground, wrestle out from underneath Odette's arm to avoid the knife blade, and split.
Yeah.
Want to knock him on his ass?
Yeah, I just want to put him right back down on his ass. I'm not going to punch him. I'm just going to go low, right into his chest, and knock the wind out of him.
Get the shoulder down, drive forward, push off your back leg, and slams backwards into Odette. The knife doesn't go where it was intended. Instead, it kind of sticks into his arm, and he shouts again, "Oh, crap! God, yeah!" She goes over backwards. He goes down on top of her, and he's flailing around. But he's not going anywhere. She's got a good grip on him now.
Okay.
And she's just working the knife into the shoulder. Oh, God, no, stop it.
Oh, it's such a tender.
Dude, next time I'm coming off the top rope, you better believe it.
All right, whatever. Shit.
Stop your whinging. It's not that bad. Conduct yourself with some dignity.
Says the lady with a straw. That was gross.
I saw that.
Your worst moment. He knows your worst moment.
What do you mean by straw?
What's he talking about? What kind of straw?
No, it's not clear.
It is taking all of my effort.
Betty, what's this straw he's talking about? It seems important.
Do you feel that's sufficient provocation that you might lose your temper on him?
I think so.
All right. So take all your unspent willpower, of which you have 4.
Oh, God.
And
Not a big pool.
black die
really
for
not.
each one, no red dice.
Okay.
And roll it. You're just looking for 1 success. Excuse me. You're looking for 2 successes.
Well,
That's it.
Oh, no,
2
that's
successes.
good. Yeah.
So you are able to control yourself and not go after him in a fury.
Okay. Can I go after him in a controlled fashion?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Fury.
So I very calmly
Eat him.
grab my umbrella.
Rather permanent solution, but
Right. I grab my umbrella without taking the saber out because I have like a nice big pommel on it, and just overhand beat like
He's
right
on the
over
ground,
the top
right?
of the head. Yeah.
oh,
Like
crap.
3 or 4 times.
shit! No! Ow! Stop it!
Don't you fucking judge me. I don't know what he's talking about. Straw. I have no idea. Clearly he's got some sort of damage.
You like look up, and then like I'm up on the like, by the edge of the boat. I just. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Odette is trying not to snicker.
I like give her a look like I'm not past hitting her with the umbrella either.
She sees the look in
still
her
up.
eye,
It's still up. It's still ready.
Yeah.
bites her lip, and keeps quiet. She leaves the knife in his shoulder, though, and keeps a grip on it.
Who do you work for?
Is there any other way out of this conversation? Any other way?
I have other places I can stick this umbrella. Who do you work for?
Yeah, I figured. Who are you freaks anyway?
We're still trying to figure it out.
We're the Fang Gang.
We don't owe him any answer.
Oh. Well, it's still being workshopped.
Like, look at...
We should test it out. We should see
Right,
what
but
his
we're in a
reaction
position
is to
No,
that.
that's true. No, it's good. It's a
like-
focus group.
yeah, it's focus
It's
group.
a focus group.
If we were to say we were the Fang Gang, how would that feel?
You call yourself whatever you want. It's no skin off my nose.
Yeah, but if we chose that name,
Yes, would you feel intimidated?
You're yelling from up there.
guys are crazy. Look, all I want is to get out of this. I just want to get out of this alive. I don't want you to kill me.
Well, you're already late on that party, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I would
Yeah, it
love
didn't
for
exactly
you
go
You
as
did try to
planned.
kill us.
to live
is
the rest
thing.
of your pathetic unlife
Hey.
in peace. I would love for that. But instead, here I am in this filthy dock with the filthy likes of you, with your stringy, disgusting blonde hair that draped over my beautiful shoulder all last night. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna tell me who you work for, you're gonna tell me why you tried to drop a gigantic chandelier on us, and you're gonna tell me exactly what your motive behind such an action was, because you had to know that blame would potentially fall on me and my group. Do not think that that fact has escaped me for a moment. I would like for you to know right now that if I found out that you have so much as even sort of lied to me, I will tell you this: every rumor you've heard about the La Sombra is true.
That was the first thing you said that made him look afraid.
finally you got down to it, but it had to happen at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't do the whatever it is that you do.
Oh, we've got a whole buffet
La
wonders.
Sombra.
in store for you.
Fine.
Because you are dancing on my last nerve. You're just tap dancing on it.
My name's Ross.
Dress for less.
I dress for less. Hey.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
Can't.
It's like you guys share an office or something.
You know, in spite of the steak hole, my t-shirt's at least as good as yours, dude.
No, you look good.
Honestly, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not like as good as me.
No, you look great.
Thank you.
Look,
No.
Ross. Oh, you didn't want to know that. You want to know who I work for. I work for Kramenko. Who the hell do you think I work for?
Kramenko.
Menko.
I say,
I know it's kind of a funny name, but he's not a funny guy.
Betty, I think that name is made up.
Is that name made up?
No!
He says it's not.
Who exactly is Kremenko? We're new to the area.
Yeah, he's
We're not Tacomans.
oh, you. Yeah, you guys are new faces, huh? He's a kindred. He's you know. He's neither Camarilla. He's neither Camarilla nor an anarch. He's independent.
Interesting. So he's invested in fomenting a war between the existing power structure type thing, maybe?
But usually they try to stay out of such things. If your boss is an independent, why did you throw a wrench into... Actually, it was a really great evening up until that point.
It was. I was having a really good time.
Friends were made.
Look, I'm going to be the first one to admit that attacking the Camarella's Elysium, maybe not the greatest idea in the world. Mm-hmm. Okay. But, you know, times are weird and shit gets fucked up. And all I know is that somebody owed a favor and this is how Kramenko decided to repay it.
So Tom leans over to Betty and he's like, he's not wrong. Sometimes shit does get fucked up.
I mean, that's true.
In the
So,
strictest sense.
Kremenko carried out this order on behalf of someone else.
I think so.
You think so? And where does one find this Kremenko?
Oh, no. That wasn't part of the deal. You said that, you know, I tell you who I work for and I get to skate, right?
Well, from where I'm sitting, I think I can change the conditions of the deal at any point.
You tell us where Pachinko is now.
Pachinko. Okay. Yeah.
Is it the great Kremenko? Is it a,
No,
is
it's
it
just
a
Kremenko.
juggalo thing?
He's got a whole...
His name's something Flamingo.
He runs half the crime in the city. Guys never heard of him? He's always getting into shit with that Diaz group.
Oh, we have heard of them.
Yes.
Actually.
Amanda, still have heightened senses.
Yes.
You don't need to make a roll to hear the noise on the comet. Someone is moving around in the ship now.
There's someone in the ship.
In the ship.
In the ship. In the computer.
The call is coming.
Computer.
Inside the ship.
Call's coming from inside the ship.
God, so try to dial it in as much as you can.
Yeah, is there any... Can I...
Okay, movement. Footsteps.
We're outside the
Single
ship?
individual.
Yeah,
You
we're
are,
outside
yeah.
the ship.
You're on the dock,
Jamison's-
yeah. On the
Jamison's
cross-
up on
I'm
the
up
ship.
on the
But
ship.
you're on the gangway, at the top of the gangway. You might even be on the deck of the ship.
Yeah, indeed. That's what I pictured it. That's what gave me the most comedic opportunity from the rampart.
Got it. So a single individual's footfalls, slow, steady, unhurried in any way.
One person.
Just sounds like this one guy. Just,
They are coming closer, though. Think they might be ascending a metal staircase.
we might want to take this somewhere else. There's someone coming out of the boat.
Interesting. I was just gonna say. So I want to be, I want to be as hidden as I possibly can up here. What if it's Kravitz? This is
Yeah, that's what I was just
This is my
thinking.
fantasy.
What if he like
So-
came back and this is like his where he
what
sleeps?
What if he was a hard enough motherfucker that he just straight up comes back and sleeps at the scene of the crime?
Oh my God.
Oh, Anthony told me to tell him when I see him, actually.
You saw ants in
what?
here?
Yeah, I slept at his house last night.
Oh, really?
I mean, not like that, you know. But like, yeah, I mean.
Did you tell him we're here?
Odette gives you a look. You slept with the Giovanni?
No, not with him, at his house.
Bad enough.
By.
I agree.
Near.
He
Odette and I
saved
are
me.
in
He literally
agreement.
saved my life. And,
Okay,
you
but
know,
you
apparently
say-
I shouldn't go to a
I say,
hospital. And he,
Odette, it's a new era.
yeah, I mean, 2020. Come on. It's 2019.
What do you want to do with this guy? She wiggles the knife. Hey,
no.
quit it!
You're a hound. Isn't this like kind of your thing?
Oh, shit, he's twisting around trying to see who's got him from behind. Hound, fuck, God,
Exactly.
shit.
Do you have any advice
Why didn't you say
on
so?
how you deal with this type of thing?
You know, normally we put him under
Good,
arrest
sweet
and
voice.
drag him to the sheriff, but I think you and I can handle this. We don't need to involve Volkov.
I think involving Volkov might actually be a very wise maneuver.
Right.
I think this is the hour.
You said I have hound written all over me. Dragging this man to Volkov might make him like me a little bit more.
But we.
You know, you got a
should
great
go.
point.
I do.
You are so badass.
Thank you.
But this is the issue, right? Is that this technique, like what he did, is to attack that actual structure. We just have to put this thing. We just have to put this person in their jaws, and then we'll know what to do next. Mm-hmm. Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
And you have cards. Because I didn't have one of
Footsteps
those.
have reached the deck.
We should
They're
go.
Somewhere,
We should go. Let's
they're somewhere
go.
at the same level as Jamison. He's up on the deck at the top of the gangplank. The footsteps have reached the same level of the boat.
Yeah. So, but I have to know. I just have to know. Jamison has to know.
Okay.
But so I'm absolutely 100%
Yeah,
as
I'm looking up at Jameson.
as
I'm like,
hidden as possible.
Yeah, Tom's like, jump.
Are you using unseen presence?
I'll catch you.
I'll
catch you, disgusting body.
Shadows, unseen passage, and vanish.
There are plenty of shadows here. You can use
Yeah.
Cloak of Shadows without risking hunger to
Exactly.
remain unseen.
And since we were here before,
And Silence of Death.
exactly. Since we were here before,
Oh, you don't have Silence of Death.
someday, when I'm an adult,
Go up.
I sort of know what the egress is up and down out of the guts of this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm watching where that person would come out.
There are only a couple of places that
Exactly.
they could emerge from.
Con tower, and then that separate one in the back.
Everything else is either bolted shut or rusted away so badly they'd have to climb up. No stairways. The control tower is where Mr. Gravenstein emerges from.
Oh, shit.
He is that same grotesquerie that you encountered in his sleeping form, not even bothering to describe himself. Hasn't even changed his clothes. He's still got that black cable knit sweater.
That like dock worker chic.
That longshoreman. He's got an oversized wool pea coat from somewhere that he's thrown on over it. He emerges from the control tower and begins to walk deliberately across the deck toward the gangplank. It's clear that he intends to come down onto the dock.
Okay. I'm gonna let.
Doesn't seem upset.
No. So he's just gonna pass right by me
Gonna
to do
pass
this.
right by you, within feet. You're gonna get a good look. Trip him.
Right down in the water. Splash.
Yes.
I gained 10 levels.
oh, I bet he's hungry. And I point to the head that's bleeding.
Amanda, of course, you can hear the footsteps,
I'm not that hungry.
and you can see the figure now on the deck of the ship, approaching the gangway.
Gravenstein? I say, and I point, and I'm like,
Where? Shit! Let me go now!
No, guys. We helped him.
We helped him and we freed him.
Best friends.
As she points him out, I say, "Oh, esteemed Mr. Gravenstein,"
That's more like it.
and I
I like that.
do like a little
It's good.
bow.
I like it. Hey, I like that too. Yeah.
I may make you a bow too. I'm like,
I'm not sure if you remember us, perhaps.
I
from-
remember you. What's up, kids?
We were just conducting a little
He stopped just feet from you at the top of the gangway.
friendly interrogation.
What you got down there?
This asshole tried to drop a sculpture on a bunch of vampires tonight at a party, and we happen to be some of them.
No kidding.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's it, basically. And we were just fucking with him to see if he'd tell us who did it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry if we woke you. It's quite early.
I say, Mr. Gravenstein, I'm here. I mean, of course you knew that. I'm just making sure that absolutely everyone understands that I am here right by you.
The moment, of course, that you speak, you become visible.
Yes.
Right.
I just brush the shadows away. I felt like there should be no secrets between us, Mr. Gravenstein.
Commendable.
See, and I would never go so far as to claim that you owed us a favor.
I kind of think I do.
Oh.
Well, then in that case, that's incredible. And I'm so glad to hear it. There are a lot of people, Mr. Gravenstein, who want us to tell them where you are
And we have not done so.
and what you're doing.
I'll bet that they do.
I just thought you'd like to know that they would like to know.
You're a popular guy.
Very popular
Thank
guy.
you.
Yeah.
You're the talk of the town. The belle of the ball.
Good to know. Okay. What are you going to do with him?
Why, sir, we defer to your better judgment. Anything you would like to do with this gentleman. You're clearly the senior here.
We had considered, of course, taking him to Volkov, the sheriff.
Volkov's still sheriff?
Is that good?
I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll talk. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of think we got the smarter kindred right here.
And
So
I'm just like up with him, like his guy, and it's
yeah.
yeah.
I think there are going to be a few changes in this city. First things first, though. He descends the gangplank and comes towards the coterie that's surrounding the prisoner. The prisoner is trying to make himself as small as possible against
He's trying to
Odette.
become an atom.
I want to make eye contact with Odette. What is going through her brain right now? Right, okay. So I'm like making eye contact with her, like.
Just. Gravenstein unhurriedly approaches the scene of the interrogation. He bends over, grabs your prisoner by one of the arms, and removes the arm from the socket.
Jesus Christ! And I'm on the gangplank, like
I make
halfway
that sound
down,
as a player and as a character.
and I just like stumble, like I misplace a foot on the gangplank.
It's grotesque. There's vitae, there's shredded bone and sinew and muscle. There's the scent of delicious vampire blood everywhere. Anybody at hunger 3 or more? No? Okay, we're all
I'm just
right.
surprised.
The prisoner, Ross, he called himself, screams in agony. Odette shrinks back out of limb swinging distance.
Yeah. Vital.
Gravenstein sort of helps himself to a hunk.
I stifle my cry and try to play it cool, like, oh, sir, you truly remind me of the Cuisinart that was gifted to me last Christmas.
Aren't those things awesome?
Yes. I'm like, meanwhile, making eye contact with Jamison, like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I think for the third time tonight, I have an opportunity to do the shrug emoji in real life.
I'm just imagining him, like, flailing my arms around.
All right, whatever your name is, worm, you're gonna answer all their questions fast, or I'm gonna beat you into torpor with your own arm if I haven't finished eating it first.
Eating it doesn't seem to bother him at all. Like, he's not becoming more... He doesn't like this guy now. He's not being like...
Well, that's a very, very good question. And an excellent point, as a matter of fact. eating or drinking the vitae of other kindred definitely can get you bloodbound. Of course, if the kindred then dies, it doesn't matter. And it's not foolproof. There are some ways around it that Tom hasn't encountered yet.
Okay.
Right, but in general, feeding on vampires, this
Is frowned upon.
One doesn't see it in the finer houses.
Well, we brought a cannibal
day
to him,
class A.
right?
I thought I was being rude just by bopping him over the head with a cane a few times. I wasn't going to beat him with his own arm.
You didn't snack on him.
Right.
Yeah.
Tom's like, yeah, I'm gonna tear your dick off.
What do you want to know?
You just back him up.
Yeah, I'm right there with it. I'm same energy. I match it, and then I go like one step.
You auntie.
Yeah.
Ante up.
I'm gonna tear your dick off. I'm gonna shove it in your ear.
He's clearly in agony. What do you want to know? Ask me anything. I'll tell you.
Get your pecker out.
He's so frightened he doesn't know what to do.
Well, Kremenko.
Yeah, use Carla at South End.
Use Carlot, South End.
Yeah.
Who does he take
He's
his
out
orders
there.
from? Who told him to attack Elysium tonight?
I don't know what he's doing the favor for. It was a dumb thing to do. He must be desperate. Oh, God, it hurts.
Oh, I think that's all the information we needed.
No other
Sir,
questions?
obviously we thank you for your time.
We're not done
Who
yet.
was your
Cool
target?
jets. Cool your jets, Mr. Keen. We're not done yet. Yeah. He throws the limb behind him and you hear it splash into the water near the boat.
I look at it like bobbing in the moonlight.
I bet they could have reattached that still. I mean, it was
Just
it on
make
ice.
just make another one, I guess. Yeah, you gotta bring it on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essential.
it's like the pinky toe.
Or snow.
Yeah.
You guys really don't have any more questions? Like, what are Kremenko's defenses at the car lot?
Oh, that's a good one. Sir,
that's a
why you
great
said-
idea.
This is why you were the
This
prince, Mr.
Truly.
I get it now.
Because they
I
come
get it
forward.
now.
Yeah, I was like, what's so different about
Why
this
is he
guy?
the prince and I'm not?
Yeah,
It's the violence
get it.
parent.
I
That
get it.
big
Logic.
brain energy.
Yep.
It's
You have the 1,000-foot view.
right.
Everyone's just silent.
The prisoner Ross spits out the names of a few kindred that don't mean anything to you, but he also names their clans. He's got some Gangrel. He's got some Tremere like me. He's got some, I don't know what they are, and he's got watch animals. It's a mess. And he's got a lot of people, he's a criminal boss.
I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, friends. I feel like some kind of frontal assault on the car lot was really never our goal.
No.
We need a means of communicating
Yes.
information.
What businesses does Kremenko dabble in?
Anything criminal. I mean, you name it, racketeering, extortion,
That could
numbers.
be our in.
Racquetball. So,
Yeah,
Jim.
yeah, racketeering. No. I might have some contacts in there. Maybe. I could make some phone calls.
I mean, smuggling and stick-ups and robberies and whatever. He's into everything. Pick a crime.
And tell me, when you dropped that large glass sculpture, who was your target?
We're supposed to take out the Kendrick guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just Kendrick.
Oh, Kendrick, I hate that fucker. Okay,
It's like, maybe it's fine.
this is gonna be fun.
So Kendrick was the mark and the rest of us were just collateral?
It was the most dramatically appropriate moment.
Dropping a glass chandelier is
That's fair.
pretty dramatic.
But it wasn't trying to kill him with that. I mean, you can't kill one of us that
The
way.
blockade outside.
It was supposed to drive all of you out into the streets.
Into the kill zone.
Okay, well.
I'm gonna stick my foot up your pisser.
Do you really have to do that?
Jamison is trying to figure out the physics.
Look, man, a word of advice. I saw you before I dropped the glass. I saw you hanging around with that rose. Evangeline, the angel. She's bad news, man.
What?
I'm doing you a favor, I promise. She'll
You're
rip your
missing
heart
an
out.
arm, but you still are taking the time to warn me off a crazy chick?
She's gonna rip your heart out and stomp on it with her high heel, man.
Dude, bro. That's a bro move. Thank you. And I go and I shake his good hand.
He holds it tight. Don't let him kill me.
I can't speak to that.
Don't let him
You
kill
saved
me.
me a lot
He
of
doesn't wanna let your hand
trouble,
go.
man.
You live.
I was going down that road.
He tries not to let your hand go.
And I just yank it out.
Okay. As you do, you feel a strange tingling sensation in your fingertips.
It's working.
That's how you know it's working. It's also blue.
And I need you to make a roll.
What's this horse shit?
What kind of
It's a
roll?
Tremere. Who knows?
It's that magical shit.
Oh, what do I...
Please make a roll of, let's see, Tom's character sheet here.
2 hunger dice.
Yeah. Stamina?
Stamina.
Yes.
Okay.
And let's make it survival. Stamina and survival.
Survival. Okay. Look, that's
A lot of dice in there.
Not great.
How many dice you
Four
got?
dice.
Big pool?
Half are hunger dice.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Hey,
2 successes.
God, that could have gone way worse.
Could have gone way worse.
Only 2 for him too, but he's the active kindred, so. As you unclench your hand, you feel your hunger rising. How many hunger are you at right now, Tom?
2.
No, you're at 4.
Say
God.
You feel your
saw it.
own.
Suck
he
the
eat
blood
up the
out of you.
blood.
It feels almost as though the very vitae in your undead body has been boiled away. There's a sensation of heat, uncomfortably hot inside yourself. And you find yourself on the very edge of frenzy. You've never felt like this before. It's like you're gonna lose it at any second if you don't get something to eat right now.
Okay.
So at Frenzy 4, with the smell of the kindred blood
Oh, yeah.
everywhere, I need you to check for Hunger Frenzy. That will be your willpower, which at this time is 5, so 5 black dice.
Okay.
If you fail your frenzy, and it'll be random who you eat.
Random. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So all you need is 1 success, however.
I got 3.
Yeah, you are still the master of yourself. You're still Tom.
Master of my own
You're not a
body.
beast, not yet. But you can feel that thing clawing at your throat, trying to get out.
Okay. Jeez.
Check those donuts.
I do have those donuts still.
You still got those donuts. They're still available.
Dick move, man. Dick move.
What do you mean, dick move?
He fucking made me all hungry.
What'd he do?
He made me hungry. I shook his hand after he gave me that bro tip, and now...
And it was cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Tremere shit.
I'm like fucking crazy hungry right now all of a sudden.
That's easy to solve.
Try to.
He reaches down,
gosh.
grabs
Oh,
the
Mr.
guy by the
Gravenstein,
collar, and
I don't know if.
I don't think this is necessary.
I think we should keep him alive because what a better message to send than the eternal trauma you've inflicted on this young man's mental state.
it'll grow back.
Right, but the harsh memories of what you did to him never will.
Betty, is it okay to eat him?
You sound like my old seneschal.
Is it okay to eat him?
She was always reasonable too. You sure you don't want a bite?
I should have a bite, right?
There's a security
I
guard.
think you should not.
Suit
I know
yourself.
right now you feel that you should, but I know later you will regret it.
Okay.
All right, I'm done with this guy. Odette beat him into torpor, and let's get out of here.
Yeah, wow, so he issues an order directly to Odette?
Odette looks at you, Betty, as if to ask, should I?
I look at her like, yeah, do it, he's crazy.
He'll kill us all.
No.
A reasonable conclusion, given the
I
evidence,
very
right?
calmly hand her my cane and
Exactly.
I'm like,
No, but we lay him down, right, to sleep, and then we have to plug this guy in to the actual, like, I think we have some kind of a play with Gravenstein for sure, but we have to plug this dude into the actual power structure through the sheriff. I feel like that's really important that we at least make an effort to do the normal
to
thing.
turn him in.
So if we just like leave a note Like Batman would?
right on the front.
With
Criminal.
a stake.
Yeah,
I love staking
that's
people.
it. No, and I know for a fact.
It's a lot of fun.
And I know for a fact Odette will do it.
She will.
Yeah,
If I ask her to, I'm pretty sure she will.
it's gonna work.
While you have been having a murmured conversation, Gravenstein has been supervising the beating into torpor. Odette
Yeah, seems good. Keep beating.
Very good job.
decided not to use your umbrella.
Yeah, many
okay.
Bothans.
She gives me my bumper
she's
sheet
just,
back.
She's just going to kick him until he stops moving.
Which is like, she's oddly probably good at it. Because I've
She's
seen her
really
throw
good
an
at
anchor.
it. She's got
Yeah.
technique and force.
Yeah.
You know, she's
So
done
in
this
our huddle,
before.
Those muscles,
you
you know?
occasionally see me like, be like,
She's got
Just
form.
appreciate.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
she
you
threw an anchor.
She
You
did,
got
yeah.
into a boat. You guys
Amazing.
weren't there, but she literally took a whole ship anchor
Yeah.
and threw it.
Oh my
That's
God.
that is an Odette. For lack of a better
dangerous.
term, that
It
is
was
an
great.
Odette
Yeah.
move.
I'm glad she's on our
yeah,
side.
if torpor stomping were an Olympic sport, you'd give her 9 or 10.
Yeah, even for the Russian judge. It's
Even,
like,
yes, they would be compelled.
It's like golf
You know, the
clap.
utter finesse evident in the moves.
What a beating.
What a beating.
Good
Got
job.
here today.
That was great.
but it's just what's interesting to me is how quickly he sort of slid into this boss role.
Like,
Even
he's
in
a
our,
prince.
I know.
Yeah, he's done it for.
Listen, I'm uncomfortable with it too, but we just gotta go for it for now because, as noted earlier, he's like a Cuisinart. He's just gonna blend
He
around.
is,
Yeah.
He's professional in every
I
regard.
mean, we witnessed what he did
So
to
for
all
now,
those
we
other
go with it
people.
and we deal with him later. We'll make our power play.
So I overheard a little bit of that.
Hi, yeah.
Mr.
What
Gravenstein, what a
went
pleasure.
down? What happened?
Well, we were commending the beautiful work you did aboard the Comet to those anarchs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, poor sods.
Oh, we witnessed
I was just hungry.
limbs everywhere. It was
Absolutely. It's not everyone is a morning person, and that's
Yeah.
they should have made a note.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get hungry in the morning too, so I get it. Not that hungry,
But hungry.
but hungry.
Well, you're gonna find me grateful. I appreciate what you did, waking me up. Very, very thoughtful of you. But what happened last night? What were you talking about?
Oh.
Oh, that.
I hear that Kendrick.
We
is
were
still
at
around.
we were at Elysium.
Yeah.
It was like a museum.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kendrick was there.
boring.
I agree. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar was there. He said he was going to be the new prince, and then
Oh yeah.
and then a sculpture fell on
Let's see
everybody.
about that. Sculpture. What?
Yeah, like a grass
it was
Chipotle
huge.
sculpture.
It was gigantic.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is, man.
Nearly killed a
yes.
few of us.
It was very surprising, but that was only a pretext. The idea was to create an environment of such tremendous danger within the museum that the kindred were expelled into the street where they would be gunned down.
Ah, they had a kill zone, huh?
We've used this term ourselves to describe it.
Guns. Amateurs.
Yeah. Why? I mean,
Not to kill.
why would they set that up? The person who set it up obviously had to know that guns would not be enough to kill a bunch of vampires, right?
Or it was their
Enough
intention.
to incapacitate.
It was their intention to secure them rather than kill them.
Right. Just keep them in there.
Or it was a force not of the kindred that simply thought this would be an effective means. Is that possible?
Or it may have merely been what they had at their disposal. As we know, this Kremenko is a gangster type. It could be all he had was armed goons.
Traditional methods.
But
Didn't
I
seem
mean,
thought out.
his
so.
own property is protected by people, well, kindred of clans that I think would be pretty good at, well, doing the Odette type of work. But,
Who's this Kremenko jerk?
well, we just found out about him when you did. Apparently he's some mobster type who
Who set up
organized the hit.
as
on
a
behalf of
favor
someone
to
else.
someone else.
Oh, boons. Fuck.
And so
This could go really deep.
my suspicion is that it's a World War I scenario where there's a interwoven mesh of favors and boons that could possibly result in a war in Tacoma. That's what it looks like.
usually is that way. How did you know where to find me?
Oh.
We were sent.
We were
Oh,
told.
yeah, it wasn't just, accident.
No.
You weren't treasure hunting.
No.
No. It's a funny story, actually. We were sent to find you.
By the Giovanni.
The Giovanni.
They claimed you owed them something, but we chose not to deal with them.
Okay. Now we're going to have some fun.
Do you owe the Giovanni?
Doesn't matter. Not the point.
I'm just curious.
Uh-huh. Keep right on asking questions.
Okay.
Well, I have a few things that I have to do. Do you happen to know where I can find the Giovanni?
Amanda does. She slept with him last night.
Near him, and even if she had,
I didn't think it was super appropriate.
It's a new era, and
I
that's
did
acceptable.
not sleep with him. I slept.
I could have slept with a girl last night too, but I didn't.
That's disgusting. Do you know what they are?
What?
Do you know what they are?
What the
That's
hell?
disgusting. Why would you sleep with a necromancer?
I didn't sleep with anyone.
Tom is scandalized. That is gross, Amanda.
I think you're thinking of necrophiles.
Oh.
Necromancers bring the dead back to life.
And then fuck him?
No.
Yeah, I mean, in the case of the Giovanni, yeah.
Oh,
but
shit.
Anyway,
But yeah,
Also not the
I feel like
point.
you're getting your wires crossed.
None of it sounds good to me.
none of it's good. The Giovanni are the worst.
I agree.
They're the absolute worst.
I'm ready to hate them as much as you do.
I like you. You're weird, but I like you. You,
No, you
I
understand.
don't much like.
Why not? I didn't sleep with him. He did me a favor. He saved my life.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Well, he saved my life. You understand I owe him a favor. I can't tell you where he lives.
Yeah, I think you can, actually. I think if you will check really carefully and maybe double check, you'll find you actually can.
Amanda, dearest,
I owe him. And
I
he
think
saved
we
my
just
life.
saw Mr. Gravenstein rip off
Now,
someone's arm and beat them with it.
to be
I just
fair.
feel it's wise not to say no
Just
to
trying to
him.
reason. He seems reasonable.
I can't believe you would actually speak while I'm speaking.
You're right. I'm sorry.
That's more like it. All right, I'm gonna make this easy for you. I've already admitted I owe you a favor. I owe you big time. You found me, you got me out of torpor. You brought me snacks. What's not to love?
Lots of them.
So, I'm gonna do you a favor. I got some stuff to do. You kids clear out of here. We'll meet up again. But I recommend steering clear of the Giovanni if you know what's good for you.
Okay, sir.
We square?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Super square.
You can call on your favor whenever you want to. That's how it works. I owe you. You tell me what you want. I'll repay it.
What if I have to put up my Christmas lights? How are you on ladders?
All right.
To move. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna moving,
I got a weird couch. I got one of those sectionals.
and it's on like a third floor, so it's gotta come down.
Yeah.
You strike
No
me,
elevator.
Mr. Keene, as someone who knows the score. Maybe explain to your young friend what a boon is and how good that will be for him.
Yeah, I specialize in knowing the score, Mr. Gravenstein, and you can be absolutely certain that I will communicate the particulars.
Yeah. I may get word to you at some point that I want to see you.
We await it.
Don't be late.
Yes.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you all. Excuse me. He turns and proceeds unhurriedly right back up the gangplank. Up onto the Comet, through the door of the command tower, and into the bowels of the ship.
So this is like his nest or whatever.
His haven.
but also he knows that other people know that he might be here, and he doesn't give a shit.
Because he's like a Cuisinart. We've been over this. He's like a food processor for kindred. Everything that goes in comes out in chunks.
Well, that...
Odette comes to stand next to you, and she puts her arm around you, Betty.
Dang.
Not this now.
It's going to be okay. I've heard stories about Vincent Gravenstein. And yeah, he's a monster, but he'll calm down. He's just, agitated from being asleep so long. It happens to him. It happens to him. He'll calm down. He really will. I hear he wasn't a bad prince, but super violent.
Seeing that.
Yeah, that was not cool.
You should have seen the
Are you
sight
okay?
aboard the Comet. Yeah, I'm okay. I just get nervous in situations like this. I'm not very good at the whole groveling thing.
Tom, you don't look good.
I don't feel great.
What's wrong?
That whole arm came off. I learned some stuff about Evangeline that I'm not sure I'm ready to hear.
And you're
No,
probably very
And
hungry.
I'm so hungry.
Let's get you a
Probably get you a
ethically
little
sourced snack.
I'm starting to look at those donuts.
I just don't want you to. The reason I
That jelly
stopped
filled.
you.
It's red.
If you close your
kinda
eyes,
leaking out.
if you tilt your head just right, it can sort of almost look
Just
like...
puncture that
I
pastry.
just think that's a bad idea. I think we should get you a real meal. I just didn't want you to eat that kindred because sometimes when you're super hungry, you might. I don't want another Montreal 2.0.
Say no,
You
yeah.
know, you
no,
felt awful for
I did.
days.
Yeah.
So let's get you a nice ethically sourced snack.
Okay.
And I say, Odette,
Yeah.
we can.
Wow, he's really gone, right?
Yeah, he's gone. You can be. We can trust you to bring this creature with you to your master, the sheriff.
I'm gonna take him to Volkov, I guess.
I'll write a note.
Are you all coming, or?
I'm gonna write it on like a napkin or my handkerchief that's just like, with love, Betty and the crew. Mwah.
Little kiss.
A little kiss with lipstick.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I mean Keen.
Badass.
Yeah, Keen is he slept underground last night. He's still in like the savaged party gear
Yeah.
of 2 nights ago.
I think only Amanda is looking good here with a fresh change of clothes.
She's looking fresh to
Style
death.
and boots.
No, Jamison Keen is going home to West Seattle to his real bed and his real wardrobe.
Okay, look, I'll get word to you all then about what's gonna go down. I don't know what your plan is, but if this is a war for who's gonna be Prince of Tacoma, there's no avoiding getting involved. You're gonna have to choose a side.
Oh, here, you ready? And I stand near the group, and I look at Odette and I say, I think I already have a side.
Which side?
Our affiliation.
I didn't tell you which side I picked.
Did you vote for me for Prince?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I could be the prince. What a novel concept.
I'm gonna go, and I'll see you probably tomorrow night. You can bet that Kendrick's gonna call a meeting of some kind and invite all kindred to show up. You guys
It
are
was so
sitting-
great last time.
You guys are sitting pretty, though. I mean, you're kind of, you've kind of.
Well, darling,
proven
we
yourselves.
arranged it that way. This is all very well calculated.
I'll make sure that Volkov knows how much you did.
Thank you.
The catbird seat, madam.
I'll make sure. Don't hang around Giovanni.
I don't see what problem.
Yeah, that
He's
sounds
like a nice
gross.
guy.
That
It's
kid
not
sounds like a
gross.
pervert.
He seems nice.
I don't want you seeing him.
Him.
Oh, I hear so many things.
Like what?
Oh, I mean, Gravenstein, if half of what I hear is true, they got like dead bodies in their basement that they do things with, and they can talk to the dead. They can talk to like ghosts. And
Seems cool though. Wouldn't you want to talk to a ghost if you could?
no, I really don't want to talk to ghosts, and neither do you. They got nothing to say anyway. Boring. They can. I hear they can summon ghosts. I hear they can steal your soul. I don't know. I hear weird shit.
Skin? Oh, steel.
Yeah, they're really
Wild
gross and
rumors.
creepy.
I don't believe it. Not
buy
until I
it.
see it.
Look, they're not
Sounds
members
reasonable.
of the Camarilla, and as much as I hate the Anarchs, I'd rather be an anarch than, hang around with Giovanni.
Jeez.
I don't know. What do you think, Jamison?
I
Have you met him? He seems nice.
I feel like a
He
pervert.
seems like he has a nice coat. And
That boy is up to no good.
and that's not without its, that is not, one does score points for the threads, as they are called by the youth. But that can't be all the points.
Sure.
That can't be all the points. And it's incumbent, I feel as though it is incumbent upon myself, and certainly I know that Betty would agree, that one must protect their heart.
Right. Okay.
One must move into these campaigns consciously.
Well, actually, he wanted to meet all of us because I
I'm
told him that you guys were my
sure
friends.
he-
So
I'm not meeting this sicko.
he's not a sicko.
No way. This is like some 50 Shades shit, and I'm not finding his torture room. I'm not going in there.
I think one thing that you and Tom are both learning tonight that perhaps Jamison and I have known for a while is that when it comes to kindred, you really shouldn't trust any of them.
Then what's the point of being a kindred?
Well, I mean, you have us.
But I'm not supposed to trust you.
Well, no, you can trust us. But I mean,
Isn't
like
that what someone I can't
strangers,
trust would say?
What do you really know about Anthony? Just about nothing. And you still got in his limo. You're lucky you're alive. And now you owe him.
But I saw him
And
save
owing-
other vampires. I witnessed him do it.
To
And
kill
now they
and then
all
resurrect.
owe him.
Fuck.
He's only
Think
interested.
about it.
Yeah.
He's only interested in their ghosts, young lady.
All I'm saying is now you owe him, and you never want to owe a kindred, right?
Well,
and pull out
it's
the
true.
bullet and look at Odette.
Oh, yeah, I have a bullet, too.
Listen. She reaches out and touches the bullet. Gives you a wink,
Oh, God.
takes her prisoner, and excuses herself.
I think she likes me.
I would say so.
I have a bullet, too, Odette. As she's walking away, I also have a bullet.
She does this without looking backwards while dragging her prisoner, acknowledging that she has heard you.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
indebted to us.
She is.
Yeah.
Which is terrible. And essentially, what that Giovanni is doing is sort of the same. You shouldn't assume his intentions are altruistic. He could have merely saved your skins so that now he can be
Wear
in
it.
a position to have you do his bidding.
Did you see any ghosts when you were there?
No.
Amanda, it is at this point where your phone rings. It is the number of Bixby, the driver.
Oh, Bixby. I answer it. I go, how's Dad?
He's
mean,
okay. He's
okay.
okay, miss. I'm calling to tell you that he's going to pull through.
Oh, good.
The injuries were severe, but he's out of danger. He is asking for you. May I tell him that you're all right?
Tell him if I'll arrive. Is that what you said?
Well, may I tell him that you are all right?
Tell him I am all right, and I will see him when I see him.
Miss?
Yes, Bixby.
You can hear it when it goes away. It's, oh, that's the worst.
There is, we've had a visitor, a Mr. Kendrick, I believe. He says he knows you, and he has visited your father here in the hospital.
Okay.
I thought you might want to know.
Yeah.
I was sent out of the
Thank you.
room. I don't know this individual.
Oh, okay. Yep, I did want to know. I appreciate that very much.
Should I intervene?
Nope, probably not a good idea, Bixby. I would stay out of it, and
Are you going to come to the hospital?
I will now. Yeah. Yes, I will be there as soon as I can.
That's. I'll let him know. I'll let your father know.
Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you. Bye-bye. We have to go to the hospital, like, right now.
Your dad is a ghoul, but also
He's Kendrick's ghoul.
Oh, I'm not
he's
supposed to go to the
Kendrick's
hospital.
ghoul.
Tom just got it. After everyone is staring at them, like complete silence, Tom just goes,
Okay.
So you have
he
some
doing this?
decisions to make. You have plans within plans to deal with. You may have landed in the middle of a war for control of the kindred domain of Tacoma. You may also be the kindred most well-positioned to take advantage of the situation, depending on the choices you make. So let's let you think about that. And this is an excellent place to pause our vampire story for.
I'm an emotional fucking wreck.
You're welcome.
Fuck.